Hello and welcome back to another movie review, guys. That's right, today we're doing another MCU review. Today we are doing Guardians of the Galaxy from 2014. Carrying on with my MCU reviews, we're going all the way up to Spider-Man Far From Home, because from then on, Black Widow and stuff, I've been reviewing them as they come out. So yeah, we're going to carry on. It's an exciting week for Marvel. Moon Knight is out this week, so I thought this is a great time to do another Marvel review. So, let's get started. Guardians of the Galaxy 2014, directed by Mr. James Gunn. This here shows the team up. It shows the coming together of these characters, all from some very strange backgrounds, and they're unlikely heroes that would come together. But they need to come together because there's an Infinity Stone out there. Ronan the Accuser and Thanos are after it, and they need to save the galaxy. It's pretty bog standard plotting for a superhero film. But this film is so brilliant, and I'm going to explain why. Team-up films are never the easiest things to do. In fact, let's just look at Marvel's team-up films. The Avengers, the first two acts are very choppy. It's only until the last act that the film really becomes wholesome. So would I say that film's amazing? Not really. I think the first two acts are very choppy, showing these characters come together for the first time. And these are characters with history already. It's a hard thing to do. They've done it very well still, but it feels choppy. The Eternals, I'm actually a fan of that movie. I don't mind it. I don't think it's amazing because one of the things which is choppy is bringing these characters together. It takes a lot of time, and in the end you are once again only left with the final act with them together, working as a team. Other than that, you're relying on flashbacks. So, yeah, there's your team up. Or, you know, you can look at Justice League as well. The Joss Whedon one, that's just a fucking disaster and it sucks. The Zack Snyder one actually does quite a good job, I think, at bringing a team together. Even though it takes a long time, but it is a 4-hour movie. Here, straight off the bat, you're in jail in the first act. They're together, working together. And I love that about this movie. They are thrown together very quick. And you really get where all these characters have come from instantly. You get Peter Quill, you know, he's trying to make money, steal some orbs and stuff. Zoe Saldana's character, Gamora, she's trying to get the stone to, you know, free herself from her past life. Rocket and Groot are also outlaws just looking to bag it and make some money. And then Drax is out for revenge. Easy peasy, boom, done. You get all their personalities as well. Peter Quill's your hero. Gamora, you know, she's you know, your assassin, like, blunt as a knife. Rocket and Groot are your kind of, you know, Han Solo-y type characters. And then Drax is just thick as shit and we love him for it. So all of that, and you get all of that in the first act, which a lot of team-up films struggle to do. And I think the casting as well is fantastic for all these characters. I wouldn't change a single one of them. And then you've got the side characters as well, and I think a lot of them work well. A couple fall flat, but the ones that fall flat are actually worked upon more in the sequels. By that I mean Nebula. Her character is very forgettable in this film, but the you know, Guardians 2 and Endgame do so much for her character. It's brilliant. But then we got Yondu as well, which he's fantastic in both Guardians films. He's fantastic in this film. Suffers from a little bit of a weak villain, because again, we are teased with Thanos a lot, and we all know that we've just got to get past Ronan to get to Thanos, so there's that side of it. But yeah, on a technical level, let's talk about like how visually stunning this film is. I think this is the first time in the MCU I walked out of the movie going, wow, that was really, really good to look at. Because a lot of the early MCU, there's a lot of, I don't know, the colouring of the films isn't great. Even though it works for some, you know, The Winter Soldier, I don't need that film to be colourful, it works well for that, but it still wasn't visually amazing. Even though I do love that film, it's probably my favourite MCU film. But here, Guardians, visually, it's stunning. There's a lot of great looking stuff to it. I love the colours and stuff, it all bleeds together so well. The humour is on point, and the music is fantastic as well, and you can now tell. Obviously, at the time, this was the first time a lot of people were exposed to James Gunn. I'd seen the Scooby-Doo films he'd produced, but, you know, it was my first proper exposure to James Gunn, and now we've had so much from James Gunn, including Guardians 2, The Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker. You can tell his style, his flair here is fantastic. I wouldn't trim this film down at all. I think it's really clever at times. There are bits with, like, the ships coming together as well to make the shields. Just fantastic. I really don't have anything bad to say about this film, to be honest. I think it is, without doubt, one of the best MCU films. And it's crazy, because this and Winter Soldier come out back-to-back. And in my opinion, they're, like, the two best MCU films, along with Endgame. So, what a great little period to be a Marvel fan there. especially after Thor: The Dark World, which was very. But then we must prepare for some disappointment with the next Avengers film. So anyway, we'll be talking about that one in a few weeks probably. But right here, right now, Guardians of the Galaxy 2014. This was a fantastic film. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. If you haven't seen Guardians, guys, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't have at this point, but you got to go see it. It's a fantastic movie. It's a great superhero film, one of the best Marvel films. It made these very unknown, unlikable characters very likable and very popular. So it did a great job. But anyway, there we are. That's it for this review, guys. I hope you've enjoyed as always. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.